stream. Yeah, okay, we're doing that. But where is it? There it is. Hold on, hold on. You guys wouldn't want to see my lips all chappy now, would you? Play the music. Turn it up. Light. If you're seeing this is the playback, and you just saw me put lip balm, chapstick. No, not lip. Chap. I always say chopstick, which is not what that is. It's chap. My lips are chappy. Or at least try a little, to minimal extent. But I'm talking. The music was playing. Let's see. This should be like a good level of music. Not what that is. It's chappy. My lips are chappy. Or at least try a little, to minimal extent. But I'm talking. The music was playing. Okay, so that's a good thing. Switch to the live stream. That's what we're doing. I worked on it a little. And even after the next, we should actually finish it. Well, I got like 1848 or whatever. Freaking Napoleon III becomes president. That's a yellow one. I have. Hold on. Let's play that music again. I have the thumbnail. I have the correct thumbnail. It's number 18. Yes, it's educational. It's an education. Unlisted. Now public. Done. Save. Now we should be live. Oh, hold on. See my face. There you go. Well, you could have saw my face, but like, focus on my face. Not touching your eye or face. That's not what you're supposed to do. But yeah. Let's wait a moment. I was gonna do an entire like, hey, starting soon like screen, but I never did that because I couldn't figure out how. I didn't know what to do. You know, when people do live streams, they have like, hey, like a starting soon screen, and like I didn't do that because I couldn't figure that out. Well, I could, I just didn't have time for it. So now all you gotta do is wait with me and watch my face till people show up. But yeah, because like I was hoping to see the last one I was hoping to like, hey, I'm gonna do this every Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be like a schedule. Never really got around to that. So now I'm here. 2 weeks later? 3 weeks later? I don't even remember. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's why I'm here, staring at my phone till people show up. So it's wonderful. Because I don't know if you could tell by the thumbnail that we're gonna cover the French presidential elections, because the first round is tomorrow, which is very interesting, and Macron seems likely to advance, and so does Le Pen. Again, so it's like a rematch of 2017, 5 years ago. So this should be an interesting thing. We're gonna wait to like 2 more minutes. Then we'll start. Then you can actually see what we're mapping instead of my face, even though I'm pretty sure you love it. All love it. But yeah, if any of you like, whoever shows up, have any questions, then of course put them in the chat. I love interacting with all of you. The way, and if I'm not interacting with you, I'm just gonna be like staring at the screen all for an hour. I can't. I'm not full of anecdotes. I can't just explain stories all the time. So, yes, that's my hope. That's my hope that all of you, at least some of you, are willing to put something in the chat that we can this is so annoying, that we can discuss or talk about, because I am someone who needs to talk. I suppose. Hello, and say hello. Say hello. Hello. How are you? How are all of you? How are you today? Sure, Ocean. You can spam N. You can spam N Ninye all you want. But good morning. It's morning for me at least. It's 9 a.m. in the morning. So that's fun. I woke up like half an hour ago. So everything's fine. But one more minute, then we can officially start. Well, we're technically started, but we'll officially start the mapping part of the stream in a minute. So, oh, and now it's a minute. Okay. Well, again, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. I would love to answer them, because either way, I'm gonna be sitting here all quietly with the music in the back. It's 11. Okay. Also, you Central Time. That's interesting. Okay, then transition. Okay. So what we are working on today is, hold on. Weird. Okay. what we're working on today is the French presidential elections. As I've done the South Korean presidential elections and the EBW Cascadian Governor General elections. In this kind of sense, I'm gonna do the French presidential elections. It's like the U.S. presidential elections I've done. So, because like one of my like more like major videos were covered the presidential election in 2017 and 2012, and so these presidential elections are very I can think very significant in my channel history. So yeah, and you can obviously see that they're going to be well, depending on how you see it, an improvement on past videos on covering this subject. So this should be fun, because I worked on most of them so far. As you see, I'm already at 2007, which means I have 2012 left and 2017, but I technically did 2017 already, because I thought I should. And now I gotta wait until tomorrow and the 24th to cover the second round. So it's not, this video isn't gonna come out until like at least after the second round of voting in the election. So 31.2%. But this should be interesting, because Macron is poised to advance to the second round, but Marine Le Pen, who challenged him 5 years ago, who also advanced, is most likely to advance as well. So it's kind of a rematch of 2017. So it should be pretty interesting, because like Macron is a bit trailing. Well, not trailing. He's going down in the polls a little bit, and so he's struggling to maintain popularity amongst the electorate in France. So it's going to be a challenge for him, no doubt. But it's most likely that he'll still win, but with a smaller margin than 5 years ago. Should be concerning for the like liberals and all that in the country. But hello, Matt. Soon you will. Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm pretty close by now. 3,000. Hello, Malayo-Indonesian mapping. Hi. Yeah, the French elections. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Andrew Le Pen is doing a lot better than last time. But we'll see. We'll see how well she does this time around. Okay. Sarkozy. That's 312. Yeah, it should be interesting. Since Merkel left office, Macron has been seen as like the de facto leader of the European Union. Well, like de facto leader of Europe, leader of the largest army, largest military in the country, in Europe, in the European Union. So that would give France a major advantage. And Macron as the de facto leader of the European Union. So, and he's been kind of seen that way, if I believe, for these past few months since Merkel stepped down. So, and Europe has been not more divided, but like more unified than ever since the Ukrainian invasion. Which I don't even, did that happen before or after my last live stream? I don't know, but I think it happened before. But nonetheless, it's a very transformative time in not just European, but world history at this moment. So I know everyone says, oh, we're living through history, but I think this is really the case point of that statement. 531. Hold on, let me do this, then I'll look at the chat again. There's gonna be some other elections happening this year. The midterms, the US midterms are happening, which is gonna be very pivotal for Biden's administration and however he wants to. How stable is the pretty sure they're pretty stable. You know, they're the breadbasket of the Americas, of former America. So they gotta be stable with it. They're governing, like, the government is a bit different from the other countries. Other like breakaway, like former states of America, in a sense. I'll explain that later, I guess. I don't know, but they I guess like the states of North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. They're all like farming wheat states and all that, so they're very important to the feeding America. The major producers of that, and that's the main like export, wheat and food, I guess, and livestock. I'm just thinking about now. So that's obviously a bit of an important thing for them, but they're pretty stable. They have like a governing like council of the governors of each state, and then the states, they all elect like a president that's like from all this. Now it's how difficult to explain. Now I got a first round voting. There you go. No, not all of it. No, it is all. Well, see, that's 30. So less than 40. And 40. And then, well, I'll explain like the mapping colors and all that in a moment, because it took me a while to like figure out how am I gonna show both the first and second round. But I figured it out, like a smart person I am. Just so shut up, me. There you go. Oh, I said I was gonna look. Wait, what? Oh yeah, aren't they holding a? Oh, Australian federal election officially starting tomorrow. PM will visit the Governor General to dissolve Parliament in a couple hours. The election will be online. Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna? What is the voting? Like, I'm gonna guess the voting age in Australia is like 18. So are you gonna be 18 and vote? I don't know how it is. You don't really need to tell me, but you know. And like, it's compulsory voting in Australia, right? So if you don't vote, you gotta like pay a fine or something. If I'm correct, that's what I get it. That's what I'm thinking it's all about. Are the border checkpoints between the federated states and the federated? That's great, Andrew. I love. I mean, my first election was in 2020, so like I voted in the 2020 presidential election here in the United States. So that was fun. It was my birthday was in September, so it's like 2 months before, a little under 2 months before the election itself. So I was pretty lucky. But if you're not registered in the electoral roll, you don't get fined. Oh, I see. Okay. That's cool. Other border checkpoints between the Federated States and the American Union. Well, yeah. I would think so. Well, I don't. It depends. I don't know. Like, there's like, they are essentially. They're not even three, because like the Federated States claims to be like the rightful government of the United States after they fell to Dixie, but then the American Union claims to be that, and then now the Midwest, under Hillary Rodham as president, is gonna declare themselves as a legitimate government based in St. Louis. And so like there's at least 2 to 3 governments in America claiming to be the legitimate government. But the most legitimate country, the Federated States, is the weakest. The American Union is the strongest, but not liked because Trump's president. And the Midwestern Union is the least legitimate, but possibly the most strongest. Like, that would have been a great like dynamic in like a whole 4 game. But I don't know, it's difficult. And the Dixie, the Dixie Confederacy doesn't want to be the United States, they want to be Dixie. That's why they revolted and decided, hey, we don't want to reclaim America. America failed to Dixie, and so like all that. Oh, but yes. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm mapping. Reunion in Martinique. That's Martinique? Because that's Guadeloupe. Okay, I think that's Martinique. Oh, I was gonna explain. Okay, so it's kind of this will show up throughout the entire like video, but like the results are like this. The like little square inside the like what do you call it? Department. Let's call it the department. Is the first round, while the second round is the department itself. So that's the second round. This is the first round. Is that even know? But yeah. It's gonna be difficult to see, but I think the focus would be on the second round, if anything. So it's very difficult, but it's not very difficult. Anyone could have thought of this, literally, but. Yeah, no. Is that all of them? Ah, come on, Royale. You didn't do that well in the first round. You didn't do that well in the second round. Oh, hold on. Oop. And then... Oh, these ones. Hold on. Hold on, let me get these done, then let me get these done. I love speaking English. Then I'll look at the chat in a moment. Where's New Caledonia? It's right there, you idiot. and that's mail, and that's residence overseas, and then that's where 30 less than 39. Yeah, that's every other department. There you go. What is this? The okay? Are you playing the same song? No, you're not. You're fine. I don't know. Oh, look! Oh, so many more things. Well, not really. Yeah, that's cool. And then I have a state election to vote later this year, November. Oh yeah, nice, nice. Imagine it. Oh, Ocean, oh, I didn't know. Okay, yo, Wheel Otter, I didn't know that. Imagine I've looked at. Hold on, Andrew. I've looked at. I'll look at that right now. I've looked at imaginary maps, but I have not done imaginary elections before, so check that out right now. They should all look interesting. Oh. Interesting, okay. Yeah, this is interesting. I'll follow it. Who doesn't love an imaginary election? But thank you for bringing that attention. Which is the least stable of the ooh, that's interesting. They're all pretty stable, actually. I can't think of because like I don't like the cause of the American collapse is not even that fleshed out yet to an amazing to a large extent, but I would say because you got Florida. Okay, like since the third American freaking Civil War, you have Florida, you got Louisiana, then the collapse of the United States. You got Texas, you got the Rockies, the Union of the Rockies, which was Deseret, but I don't think it's gonna be called Deseret anymore because like Colorado would have a bigger population than Utah. Not everyone in Utah is gonna be a Mormon, so it's not really a theocracy at that point. So you got the Union of the Rockies, then you got Montana, then you got the Prairie Union, then the Great Lakes Union, then the Midwestern Union, the American Union, the Federated States. And I guess you can include like California, and maybe Cascadia. Oh, yeah, and then Hawaii, if you want to. Out of all those, I'm gonna say Montana, because it's Montana. Sure, they would have the smallest population of all of them. They're landlocked. No one likes them. It's an illiberal republic in the middle of a bunch of republics and democracies. Democracy is a better term for it. And no one like Liz Cheney in like the Cheney political dynamo. Why do you do that? They're all just holding on to power. So like I think Montana is the least stable. And like there's a news article I made about that in the Discord. So yep. Do 60. I'll prove. I just can't. It's larger than 70. I don't even think that's one. 50. Okay, I'm real. Which I think that I knew the U.S. is a third world country, especially during the Cold War, because their economy wouldn't be developed so much without the West Coast states. No, I think no. My interpretation of that, Matt, is like they're still a super. They have like a huge manufacturing capability. They still have like the West Belt and the industrial states like Illinois, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio. They have like a huge. They still have oil. They still have farming. They still have major ports. And even without the West Coast, the Manifest Destiny, they're still a major. They are like if I'm looking at this, I'm looking at a map of America. That's why I'm facing over this way. If you're wondering, they are, in my interpretation, like a sleeping superpower that just never woke up, and that's everyone's because like they're still powerful. Come on, they're the United States, and they just never got out of isolation after the Second World War, and that's what kind of led they're one of the they are the largest economy in the world, because like the Western countries, especially like Canada, Europe, are going to trade with. They're not going to trade with the Soviet Union, and Canada doesn't have the population. They don't have the manufacturing. Europe is completely collapsed, and the United States is there in isolation still. Perhaps not backing the West, but like perhaps not a part of the West militarily, but definitely economically. And they are the sleeping giant that just never woke up, and then they just collapsed because they didn't wake up. And they died in their sleep, in a sense, I guess. That's my interpretation of the United States and the timeline, especially after the world wars. They just never woke up. Oh gosh, no, that belongs to you. You belong to that. No, one color me. 50. It's a 50. There you go. Oh, hate it when I make the mistake. Or not that. Eh. Well, let me fill this in, and I'll look at the chat again. French elections are really, really interesting, in my opinion. The voting system is intriguing and quite like democratic. It's like more like democratic in a way than like American elections, because we have like a similar system in like the state of Washington. So yeah. Was Ronald Reagan presidency in the success quite authoritarian? Because I think he didn't want Cascadia to be. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, like, I still want to maintain the Pacific States being a thing, because, like, it's entrenched in, like, the EVW, even though it doesn't really make sense. If, like, okay, the Pacific States broke off from the US because MacArthur made himself president during the Second American Civil War. So, if they were turned to democracy, the United States, but then the Pacific States, the country, like, the states that broke away, wanted to maintain the Republican, like, and democratic ideals, doesn't join them back. That doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to figure out a way for them to stay independent, so that Cascadia can become independent. It's like, all these, like, there's a lot of things entrenched in the timeline that I can't really change, because it's vital that they stay the same, but make it so that they stay, that it still happens. And I think I'm figuring it out that, like, after the Second American Civil War and after World War II and after the longest government in Huey Long, like, is no longer in power, you're gonna have like there's still gonna be like some like partisan like socialist and like, well, like partisanship in the South and like partisan like rebellions I should say and all that, and like an unstable government and like the threat of military intervention. So that's why the Pacific states don't join. But in their own way, their fear of communism, it's like California and like all those states, like especially in Seattle and like these like labor city areas are gonna like grow in communist support. And so then they start becoming a bit more conservative, and then like Jerry Brown is elected as like a socialist candidate, and then he doesn't do a lot to prevent the Cascadians from gaining independence, and then that's when like Reagan says, no, I'm gonna intervene. Oh, someone. It doesn't even have to be Reagan. Just someone's like, no, we don't need that. And like, yeah, I think that's like something that can be done. It's like there's a lot of things. Again, there's a lot of stuff in the timeline I can't change, even though they don't seem realistic, but just seemed fun to do when I first did it. So why did I even? Cause like I don't know why did I do this timeline. I did it because I saw, oh, Kaiser X seemed just. I can do my own alternate world. Germany wins World War One. Then a lot of it was inspired by Kaiser Reich. Then I realized I shouldn't just be copying every freaking thing. I should do my own thing. Then I did, for the most part. Then I made like Cascadia thing. They're like, oh, I saw like if you guys are familiar with like These Fair Shores or Our Fair Country, alternate timeline, where essentially like New England's a thing. Like as an independent country, like other like weird, not weird. It's like it's a very in-depth alternate timeline that it's really, really good. But oh, Caledonia, yeah. Wait, what are these? What's that? That's everything else should be this. There you go. And that should be done, actually. Yeah. 9. There you go. See, that doesn't take too long, actually. I got 2012, but I'll look at the comments section. Where can I read up on the lore for your American series? Never mind, read the description. Oh, oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, there's an alternate history thread, so like you can look at it there. I don't even know if the Discord link is working, so if it's not working, you can always ask me. If Mao Zedong wasn't so influential in EVW, then I think that the northern China didn't have a great leap forward, and probably no other person would do such a big thing. Well, my China, like especially North China lore, isn't too in depth, so I can't. I think if anything, Mao died at some point before, or like isn't influential, or he's either dead or not influential to like gain position of power. So like he's not there. So yeah. Don't save. 2012. Okay. Zero. Why did I do that color? Gosh dang it, idiot. That color, that gray. There you go. Ooh, okay. We are now 2012, Next Wikipedia page. And well, speaking of elections, I've already covered the French presidential election in EVW. So it's like the same like time and day, like the same dates as like the actual French election this year. So that should be fun. Yeah, I think you'll be interested in the results of it all. I wonder how the process of democratization went in the Republic of China in Egypt, but it might went much quicker than our time because Chick was. Yes, yes. I would say it's like similar to Taiwan. It's like I would love a democratic China in the real world, but obviously that doesn't happen. So sad. Well, give me the results of the thing. There you go. Again, you're running for election all the time. How many people is that? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, at some point, yeah, China becomes democratic. But I would think that India would become a bit more like illiberal and like authoritarian. Well, not like, yeah, illiberal. It's like there's like a democracy, but like it's like a party runs the entire state and all that. Because like I think I need a foil. I think that oh, that sounded like it. That was a smart thing for me to say. I need a foil. Because like the timeline is like I'm being too optimistic. And like, oh, everything's like better for some reason. So I need like some dark areas, like oh yay, the Soviet Union collapsed, and like because Canada's like in like the world superpower essentially, like the world's gonna be better. No, that's not how that works. So I need things to, I need more countries to be not good. So like yeah, so China's like democratic, but what if like India was a bit more like illiberal and like not as free as it is? So that's I'm trying to make it all more interesting. And if any of you have like recommendations you guys want to do, you can always like about the timeline. You can always like join the Discord and put it in like the lore conversation like channel. I think that's what it's called. I still don't know Discord a lot, so you are not Francois Hollande. Okay, like a interesting story about myself with him, Francois Hollande. It's like I took French in high school, and like we all had to find like a French name for the class, and and so like I thought there was like a list of them that we could choose, like based on like historical figures and all that. Then I thought that, oh, why can't I be like Francois Hollande, like based off, well, Francois and like Francisco, and that's kind of similar. And so like I said to Madame, like the teacher, well, yeah, you know, like, hey, can I like be Francois based off Francois Hollande, because like he's the French president right now, like you can think of him as like an historical figure. Like yeah, she said like, oh okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Then like I guess my name was based off Francois Hollande, the president of France at the time. And that was like 2017, I bet. Like he was still, oh wait, not even, was he president by then? When did I start high school? 2017, yeah. No, but that would have been after he was president. No, I guess, yeah, I would have been... When the presidents... Hold on. When was he no longer president? It was like April, May. Oh, okay. Okay, so I was not he was not president by the time I started high school. So, nonetheless, that's my French name, Francois, and many of my friends from that class still refer to me as Francois sometimes. Parce que je parle le français un peu, mais ce n'est bien pas. I wondered, hello John, French president election begins. Yes. It's gonna be fun. The thing I absolutely love about EVW is that until World War II, it's just a bit of altered, but the World War II changed so much after it. The world is in a different Cold War. My first thing, this big switch. What do you mean big switch? Like when I talked about China and India, it's like, yeah, it's a bit, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, well, thank you. That's like, obviously, as I said before, it's like really influenced by Kaiserreich. It's like the pinnacle. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's like the preeminent show of like alternate World War I, like in a more modern sense. So like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people getting inspiration from that. Hold on, before I do that, let's get this done first. But you can see the second round, that's the second round, and that's the main map. See, and then the first round. Like, I thought that was a good way to showcase both rounds. François Hollande, the socialist. Nicolas Sarkozy. And it's not even like an EVW. It's not even Canada as like a major power. It's like a lore bit that I discussed, like showcased like the Atlantic triumvirate, like of like Canada and like the UK and France, because all three of them needed to work together, like both militarily, economically, and like politically, to really be a counterbalance to the Soviet Union, because Canada definitely would not be able to do that, if you really think about it. And like France and the UK were completely destroyed, and like after the Anglo-Canadian split, or the Entente division, ended, they reconciled to form the new Entente Treaty Organization, which is like this version, like the EVW version of NATO. It's obviously, and so it's like they need all those three countries needed to work together as like the real counter to Soviet and Russian influence, and that's why like the Soviets were able to expand so much and like gain influence around the world more effectively than they would ever in like our timeline. Even though like the Soviet Union was like not as strong as OTL Soviet Union, like they're still way stronger than Canada or France or the UK individually. So they had to work together, those three countries, to be a real counter to Soviet influence, especially without the United States involved. And like, sure, they would have helped, they would have been a major player themselves if they wanted to get involved in international affairs, and they were, but like definitely not to like a major extent as they would have been in our timeline, because like they still wanted to be isolationist, and the few times they went out, it would have been in their own backyard, and like they intervened in Cuba to prevent the communists from taking power, but then they didn't do so badly, and so that's like they're like Vietnam in EVW, and if they failed in Cuba, like right on their doorstep, then how are they going to intervene around the world, even if they wanted to? And so like that's really like where their isolationism comes into play. And like, wait, why are we in Cuba? We should trade with them, not invade with them. Like, sure, many of them were like anti-communists and stuff, but like that wasn't their fear. That wasn't like what they were trying to like prevent. So they were okay with, they weren't okay with communism, but they weren't gonna like fight it overseas. they saw like what war could do in their own backyard, and it's like we don't need that here. We don't want to continually go to war and like it's one color and just like intervene. Okay, I need intervene in like conflicts that we shouldn't even be in. That's funny. I gotta change it. I gotta change that to 2017 a bit, but. Colors are too similar, but I don't think it. Democratic movement, and you are. What colors are you? I don't even know what colors the democratic movement is. Democratic movement. They're orange. Okay, that's helpful. Do you have orange? I don't think I've done orange. Might have. I haven't done orange yet. Interessant. There we go. Okay. No, it's not even 60. Yeah, 60. That's orange. Good. Nope. Hold on, let me look at the chat. Obviously, I am 60. Your phone? Is your phone at 69% ocean? This big switch is the change in the world geopolitics, because Kaiserreich and our timelines Cold War are definitely very different. I say, EVW got somewhere in the world. Yeah, exactly, because you've hit the head with the spear. You hit what? What? What did I just say? You hit the nail on the head. There you go. That's stupid. Stupid. That's exactly where the entire U.S. collapse came from. It's like I was so like when I even like 5 years ago, whenever I created this freaking timeline, that's what influenced me to make. Hey, I want my America to collapse in the timeline because like just America existing that just seems boring. So let's make it collapse. And so I did, and that's because of Red World. And so, yeah. I can just, hold on, I can just, no, I don't want to do that. Space. There you go. And movement for popular. No, union for popular movement, not popular movement. Not movement for popular movement. That makes no sense. Excuse me. Oh, I changed it from this color because it's more purple now. Yeah, that's definitely that's better actually. There you go. Yeah, that's helpful. Oh, that means I gotta. There you go. That's a bit more clearer than before. Questions. Does Blockbusters in this time go to video streaming? Yeah. Like, yeah, I would think so. Because, like, come on, you gotta. Who doesn't love Blockbusters actually succeeding in any alternate timeline? It's like that's the fun thing. You can make failed companies succeed. why did you rename to Frisco? Oh, that's my nickname, Frisco. Like, my actual name is Francisco. So, like, okay, might as well. Like, I could have changed it to, like, an actual, like, hey, YouTuber, Frisco mapping, but, like, oh, something like that. Something, Francisco Fun Place. I don't know, like, something, like, an actual, YouTuber, YouTube channel name. But, like, no, I don't want to. Like, when YouTube asked, when I freaking made this, like, YouTube channel account thingy, blah, 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 like, hey, put your name in. Like, okay, I put my name in, and that became my channel name. Like, I thought you would, like, okay, I thought you wanted my name, and then, like, hey, put your channel name in. Like, okay, I'll do that. But no, they just, like, used my actual name whenever I made this channel, which was not, like, 10 years ago, because, like, it says 10 years ago, but, like, it's not. Well, like, shortly after my first video, which is cringe. And I say that in the comments. So, like, yeah, I don't even know. Even if they ask me, like, even if, like, signing up, and, like, I said, hey, what do you want your channel name to be? Like, oh, I don't know. I would not know what my channel name would be. So I just stuck around my name. Then I decided, hey, I'll rebrand. I want to be more. I wanna try to make this channel a bit more professional, and then that's when I changed my thumbnail, like my channel banner, I guess, and I got my, like, live stream shortly after my live stream thumbnails, a bit more better looking, and, like, I don't know, I won't make a career out of this. It's gonna be like a fun hobby that I do. But overall, if it's gonna be a fun hobby, then I might as well make it look professional and I actually care. But I feel like I'm one of those, like, OG YouTubers, because, like, I was around, I was in existence. I watched YouTube when it first came out. My brother and my siblings and my, like, uncles and all that, my cousins, we all made, like, fun videos. They're all there. They're all still out in the world. You can find them. I'm not gonna tell you where they are. But yeah, we're all part of that, like, OG YouTuber thing. Like, we just posted what we wanted to post, not that not that we thought we'd get views or we'd get famous or anything. We just posted for the sake of, like, showing how fun we were, and because we wanted to have fun online. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not sure. I love having subscribers and I love people watching my videos, but I don't want to be consumed by needing as many people to watch my videos as possible. Is, again, I love all of you subscribing, I love all of you watching, and if I didn't, I wouldn't be live streaming. I wouldn't say, hey, subscribe to me. The subscribe buttons down below, like the live stream. I don't say that often. But yeah, I guess I'm just here for the fun, for the most part. And if I ever begin to say, hey, subscribe to me, like, on a constant, annoying basis, and if you can tell that I'm not being genuine about, like, hey, I love you guys so much, so happy that you guys are subscribed and watching, and, like, watching my videos, and subscribe more because I want that, and my videos are bad, and, like, I'm putting quantity over quality. And I keep asking everyone because, like, I always feel bad that I'm not posting as often as I should, but I should think of myself, hey, Lemino isn't posting a lot and his content's amazing. CGP Gray and History Civilis, they don't post often. Like, their videos are amazing, and now I say that out loud, I should think of my content in a similar way, but not to their caliber. But yeah, that's my rant on why I changed my name. I wanted to be simple. I wanted it to reflect, like, hey, I want to be friendly. Because I don't use Frisco a lot. Like, I don't, like, that's usually, like, a friend thing that not even then. So, yeah. I'm going to watch your first video. Oh god. I wonder if YouTuber or a platform something existing. Yeah, it probably does, because like technology would be pretty like similar or more advanced than in OTL, because Canada, since they don't have like the manpower, they would very invest in technology to be the upper hand of the Soviet Union. Because that's the one thing that they can do. They can be like the technologically advanced power that the Soviet Union doesn't have to be, because they have manpower. They don't need technology to prevent their people from dying, because they just have more people than Canada. Like 3 times more people, even with New England included, and like the other like territories that they annexed or like occupied or incorporated during the fall of the empires in the early and late the 1920s, and then like after the Second World War, when they incorporated New England and they decided to stay, and like New England staying a part of Canada as provinces and states, like that's something that has to be delved out a bit more. Like there's gonna be a referendum, and like New England states are gonna see like America's in total disarray. We don't need to rejoin them, but it's gonna be a close, really close referendum, and like many New England politicians are gonna say like we should rejoin the United States, but no, like many other politicians are gonna say no. We're gonna be like half of the Canadian population if we stay in Canada. That's gonna be a huge influence. We're gonna be way more influential than we would ever be in the United States. And so like, yeah, that's like, and more resources to exploit. We're gonna have connection with the Pacific. It's like, that's an entire thing. So, yeah, what am I doing? Oh, I'm mapping. Stop touching my face, me. I'm back. How's the video? I also think, how's the video, Ocean? Was the video good? It's so cringe. I'm wearing, but that's again, OG YouTuber. Myself. I was there when like YouTube was like first starting up, and like I loved it. There's a channel that I made. I don't even know where it is. I think it's lost to time, but it's like I posted like Lego videos on it. Like I loved it because I love Legos. You can't see my shit, but like you can tell. But yeah, was a space no, well, the space race in EVW was really interesting, I would say. Because, like, again, technologically wise, Canada had to, like, invest in it. And, like, I would say that the Soviets would get to the moon, would get to the space, would get a first person in space, would get on the moon first. But, yeah. But Canada would soon catch up with, like, European assistance and all that, with European cooperation. And eventually they would like get to space. And so yeah. But overall, like this would definitely cause like more international cooperation, especially among like the Western like democratic states, to be a part of all this. So yeah, the ISS, it's like there's so much more like potential for space advancement in this timeline, which is really cool because I love space. It's like in general, I love space, like exploration of space. And people might say, why are we wasting our money like going to space? Shouldn't we focus on like problems on, like I hear this argument all the time. Excuse me. But like, think about it. Many technological advancements have occurred thanks to our innovation in space technologies, like GPS and other stuff that I can't think about. But like, come on, we're going to space. The world, the universe is at our grasp. And why don't we just reach out for it? If we have the ability to do so, we should just go out and get it. And I think that should be many people. We should always be excited about space, and we should never be tired about like when they went to the moon. Like we got tired of people going to the moon. We should never be tired. We're literally on another planet, like not planet. You know what I'm like, interstellar body in the universe, and like we got tired of seeing images of that. No, we should not. It's freaking space. We should always be exhilarated when we like see like images of that. Like, come on. How is no one else like excited about going to space and like seeing the universe? Like astronauts are obviously, but like, come on. Just think about it. It's an amazing thing that's happening. And we're not like paying attention to it. New Caledonia and whatever these are. I forget what they're called. Yeah, that's my rant. He doesn't love a good rant. What else? Oh, duh, goodness sake. Oh, this is all. Oh, I got. Would Detroit be worse if it was Canadian? I don't know. It's like the home of many like industrial jobs. So yeah. How is the? Oh, what are they on the moon? There's like a moon. There's not a moon. Mars. There's a Martian base. It's like an international Martian base on Mars. So we're definitely again. We're more technologically advanced. The Soviet Union will probably be much better indeed without Stalin's purges. Yeah. I think the Soviet Union is like better, like humanitarian wise, and socially than without Stalin. Because like there's not like a hard communism, I guess. Like no, there's obviously authoritarianism, but it's like hey, we'll get authoritarian because we need the state to be strong, and so we're gonna I don't know. Yeah, so Stalin's not in power, but that doesn't mean it's like an amazing place to live there. My dad thinks that we should solve poverty and stuff like that first and not waste resources on space. Yeah, that argument's valid, but like, how? Like, what like, invest? What are we gonna do? Like, exactly, like, find a solution. We can do both, but we're not doing both because we're not spending money on solving poverty. How are you gonna solve poverty without? I don't know. With technology, I believe that the best way to at least challenge or combat climate change would be in technological advances, because I think humanity can't solve it. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Technology can't always be a solution to everything. That's what we thought the cotton gin was, but then that actually helped slavery. We can't think that the internet's gonna solve things, because like that's misinformation. But like, if we use technology right, I think it's better. I think we can make humanity a better thing. Mars don't need an atmosphere. This is one of the reasons why no one landed on Mars yet. Yeah, it has a very thin atmosphere, but like it's not sustainable for humans. What am I looking at? Like, I'm looking at this. My gosh, this map's confusing. Okay, after this, I think I'm gonna call it. It's been an hour, and I had like an hour is a pretty good live stream length, I would say. Maybe a bit longer. I don't know. I'll fix up the 2017 election, then I'll call it. Alsace-Lorraine. Any other questions or comments? I would love to hear. read them. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Love to read them. Well, that means I gotta. Okay, speaking of, I gotta cover the Australian elections as well. So those are interesting. I love covering elections. Like they're not that difficult because like when you got like you got history of countries, then you gotta like look at borders. When you got like wars, you gotta look at the front line, like see how it changes every day. But with elections, it's like there's like a single map, like this one, and you just like color it in, and like oh there you go. Then you put all the information down. You put the year. It's like it may be long, but like it's not as difficult to research because like you got one single Wikipedia article if you're lucky, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. And if you like to say, hey, I got this on Wikipedia, then everyone's gonna say, okay. I don't distrust Wikipedia on like those election results, I guess. So yeah. Oh, I don't even know if that works. I don't even know if me taking my headphone out at the last moment helps, but I think it does, and that's all that matters. Hold on, let me see. Let me fill this in, then I'll see more comments. Thinner than Mount Everest. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to Matt. I don't want to concern myself with what Alex Jones is doing in my timeline. I'm pretty sure he's nothing. He's some guy working a job somewhere in the world at some point. Not everyone's gonna be as influential as people want them to be in every alternate timeline. Oh, it's a speaking one. That's good. We don't need. Yeah, we don't need him as a politician. I'm being quiet again. Apologies. No. Yeah, it's like when you play a video game. It's like the live stream can oh I'm shooting that guy, oh I'm dead. But like when you're mapping, you can't really like talk. I can say, oh okay, I'm gonna color. Okay, hold on, let me try. Okay, what color do I need? This one looks like it has less, so I could choose that one. Am I? Yeah, that looks good. Then, color that in, color that in. It's always, it's hard to, sometimes it's difficult to see which colors you're gonna need. It doesn't mean that, ooh, in that color, no. And color that in. These islands, that. That in, that in, that in. Is that in? Or not that. That in. Nope, not that, not that. Not that, that. That. That, that. That, that. Coloring in things. That one as well. Leon. Oh, that one, not that one. Edit. Oh, and course. There you go. Okay. Then you got. Oop, not that. Poof. There you go. I think, yep. Yep, okay, then that's 10. If I get it wrong, someone will correct me, but I think that's right. That's right. Any more? Oh, oh, which is better in terms of dystopia, 1984 with... You know what, I read a... If you're gonna... Hold on. Did you watch that video from... My name's Ezekiel, whatever his channel is? Because, like, if you did, I only know that because I watched that video yesterday. And honestly, I think Brave New World is it's a better dystopia. Because, like, we were just talking about, like, how... Where's that video? Like, how technology is meant to advance people and, like, make life better. And, like, Brave New World does that. But at the cost of freedom. Yeah, call me Ezekiel. That's the name. 1984 versus Brave New World, Orwell versus Huxley. And it's like technology is meant to support people and make life better. But sometimes it doesn't, and it's at the detriment of people. So I think that's a very great question. Ooh, not that. I'm gonna change the color. Approve. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's difficult to see which one. Okay, actually, go back. Go back where you were. And I'll change you. There you go. And I think that solved everything. Un moche. Oh, let's get that. Matt, could you post it on physical server then? By the way, I'm making a detailed map of this. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to post it on my Reddit and Deviant profile. I can post the names of them if you want to know them. I already posted the links to the posts on my channel. Yes, I have watched. Okay, see, that's where I got. That's where I got that from. Oh, I'm hungry. I want to eat food. Okay, there you go. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. Yeah. Oh, I get. Hold on. While we're here, I guess I might as well create the 22 one. Ooh. There you go. Oh, this one as well. Again, if you guys have any other questions, let's put them in the chat. Oh, anything to say? Excuse me. Just let me erase all this. Yeah. I'll then make that number 12. And, okay, that's the basis of it. Oh, okay. Now I gotta hold on. When was... What I have to do is fine. The 1848 election. There you go. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte. One 1948. Not 18. 1848. There you go. Ah, I see, I gotta go to an older map. In Brave New World, technology went advanced, but the people were pretty much slaves in 1984. The world feels like it's stuck in 1940s. Technology is used against. Yeah. That's what you get when Oceania and INSOC or whatever they're called. Yeah, that should be INSOC. Or like. No, I'll get the. I really want to get this done, then I'll end it. Wait, they don't even have. Hold on. They still do have that. Oh, but they're a bit different, aren't they? To change up the map a little. Oh my gosh, so many little squares. This is annoying when I had to put them all in here. Go up. Nope. And the last one. No, you're not stupid. Da, da, da. There you go. Then it's not a lot of other changes. Except for I'll change that. I'll change that now. Gotta add this anyways. Oh yeah, they wouldn't have. Hold on. I don't. It's not this. Wait, I think it is the same base map. Or is it not? I don't remember. I hope it is. That would be helpful. It's not. Gosh dang it. Okay. No, it's gonna be weird. There you go. I think that's good. Okay. Insight is the term in Newspeak for English social. In Newspeak you don't have word very good. You have double plus. Oh, okay. When I was okay, is the election with Galpin? Is this the election with Galpin? Who's Galpin? So there you go. That works out decent. Come on. Come on, me. I think that's good for now. Because all this is just that. Then that's like, I think this is like supposed to be northern Algeria. No, wait, not that. Just do that. That looks bad. Okay. I feel like, where is that? Ooh. Oh, Le Pen, I see. Imagine if people from 1984 met people from the Brave New World and later met the people from our world. All of them would be shocked how their reality is different from each other. Yeah. I guess that's an interesting point to make. I want to use green as well. Where is it? Democratic Socialist? Goodness sake. In the 1840s? I don't know. There you go. Two Le Pens. In 1948 election. Not many people know that the the dystopian country is called one state. People don't have names and homes are made. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. What else is there to talk about? That's actually perfect. Oh, wait. Change that. Oop, okay. There you go. Then fill this in. 74.3%. Oh, that's a landslide. Well, no, Chirac got more votes, more percentage in another election. I think. Yeah. This literally said that in the Wikipedia article. Well, can't you believe that he gets elected president, then he crowns himself emperor of the French, like his father, not his father, his like uncle or something. Good for him. I could get a better color than that. Why not the socialist color? There you go. Not even that. Oh, that's awful. Okay, then to this. It's still the same. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes of this live stream music. We can do it. We can get it. Oh my, I need to eat food. I'm hungry. Oh, there's gonna be a drop. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Why don't they say kilometers? Why? I'm kilometers above you. That seems fun, doesn't it? I'm kilometers above you. Now that you no, it actually doesn't. We're running out of time. Gotta do it quickly. Fill them in. You. I've never heard this song before. You. We. Reference to what's in the. Oh, I should have said kilometers. Oh, gonna say course. And that's one. There you go. Okay, I did all the elections. Great. Let's hold on. Is it almost over? Oh no, it's still happening, I think. It's over now. Oh no, it's not. Goodness sake. Oh my, okay. That 84, 65, 69, 74, 81, 88, 95, 95, 2002, 2007, 2012. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There you go. Oh, that's all of them. See, I did them all. See, look at that. Oh, a minute. Okay, a minute. That's 1848 and 1965. 69, 74, 81, 88, 95, 2002, so and then 2002, 2007, 2012. See, we did these two together. That was fun. And that's it. Okay. Transition. Okay, I think we're done. We're done for today. Okay, hold on, go back. There you go, play that one again. Okay. I wonder if Oswald Gamer Mosley was the last. Yeah, he was. He's like Hitler. He killed himself. Okay. I don't think I can mention those things, but yeah, you know. The video where Emperor Takasho analysis. Yeah, I love the videos like Emperor. Yeah, I like he's like obviously he's like the. He's like the father of YouTube mapping, Emperor Tiger Star. And people say, "Oh, he's not good." Like, I think he is. Come on, give him credit. He's like, I don't think he didn't found the entire mapping thing, but he definitely can be attributed to its success in like influencing others. So, yeah, I watched his like latest video on like analyzing the Hoi 4 map and all that. So, yeah. Oh, almost 2 hours we've been here, and it's been fun. If you can say that, I guess. If it wasn't fun, people wouldn't have been showing up. Well, almost, we got, okay, peak, the peak concurrent viewer rate was 8, and so, next time, we gotta get to 10, we got to 10, like, once during a previous live stream. We gotta get there. I don't know why aren't people watching me map? It's like, come on, it's so fun. I don't know, maybe I don't think I'll map next time. Maybe I'll play Minecraft or something. It's like, it's like you can't be. If I was a mapping channel, I would have been like, hey, Frisco mapping, like, as I said earlier. But I'm not. I'm like, I don't know. I just post whatever I want. But okay, I think we're done. We're done. So, thank you all for coming by. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so. I love seeing that number go up, as everyone does, and like it. So, farewell. Thank you, Matt. You have a nice day yourself. Thank you, Andrew. Farewell. Have fun voting. Farewell.